What's up, champions? My name's Jay. Welcome to my channel. What we're doing today is actually doing a diagnostic scan and also a fault clearing on an engine. When I say engine, this is a vehicle that has a engine code that's come up that you can't be cleared. I actually did have an issue with the vehicle. It was misfiring, and so the engine code came up when I took it for a service pretty much the day before that happened to the dealership, which is Mercedes in this case. They confirmed there was a misfire and it was a replacement of spark plugs and an ignition coil. The cost on that, $1,025. I said, screw you, that's pretty expensive for just changing 4 spark plugs and ignition coil. So I just went ahead and did it myself. I do have some mechanical experience, but changing spark plugs I've done many times. Ignition coil is just unscrewing and unplugging it from the harness, putting a new one and putting it back in. I've done all that, but it doesn't clear itself. This is the fault. So the fault has to be cleared by a diagnostic tool to clear it. Mercedes will do that for you. So in this case, because I didn't do it for Mercedes, I have to do it myself. My friends didn't have a tool, so I went to buy one myself. Our friends from Amazon sent me one, or I actually buy it from Amazon actually. So this one's a Ansell auto scanner AD530, and yeah, it checks batteries, multiple languages, and clears fault codes and everything else that comes with it. I'll show you what it looks like. So this is the unit here. It is made in China, Ansell AD530 OBD2 scanner, and you see read engine emission related fault codes, erase fault codes, which is exactly what I want to do, but it does a host of other things. It will match a lot of vehicles that has the OBD adapter, which this one has, which is my Mercedes just there. And I'll just show you the fault that comes up as well. So I press and start the ignition, all lights come up, and you can then see my engine check light stays on. So this is what I need to clear. I know the vehicle is running 100% because I've been driving it, and I just need to clear it, so it's a peace of mind as well. I saved myself pretty much $800 just buying $200 worth of spare parts from eBay, genuine Bosch ignition coil and NGK Iridium spark plugs to go that matches this vehicle. Okay, so I'm going to open this and just show you guys what it looks like. Everything I'm doing one-handed because you know, I don't have a professional setup. So yep, this is what it looks like here. It's got a USB adapter to upload, download files to it. I guess it's the fault codes, and you can also upload data. This also helps with the firmware, software upgrades. You use this as well. It's a USB, micro USB. You can see, oh, it's a pity because it's, you know, we're using USB-C now, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. So this is the unit that I'll be plugging into my ODB, which is under here somewhere. At the moment, I have a Mercedes Me attached to it, so I need to unplug that and then plug this one in before I can do anything else. So I will turn the car off and then pull out the Mercedes Me and go from there. Okay, I'm just going to pull out the Mercedes Me under this car. It shouldn't be too hard to get out. I will just show you now. If I go underneath the car, there's the Mercedes Me plug there. If I just pull that one out, I just put you down like this, pull it out. This is the Mercedes Me, and that's what it looks like, and then went under the car. So I'll temporarily take this one out. So the Mercedes Me, it actually records a lot of my information about my trips, battery, sensors, fuel low, so pretty much is like an engine management anyways. It's just a reader, it doesn't do anything else. There is another app to go on top of that for other Mercedes to remote start the vehicle, which this one doesn't do, so it's a shame. But anyways, I'll put this aside and I'll plug in the other unit and see if we can clear the fault. I've just got my unit here. As you can see, the car's turned off and I'm just about to plug it in, and from then on I should be able to do something with it, which turn on the vehicle. I'll make sure I get it straight on. It's actually quite easy to put in, actually. Okay, looks like it's in. Yep. Okay, I'm back in the car. The fault code is there. Go down to the diagnostic scanner. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna scroll through it. I did read a bit of the menu. I'm just gonna go and have a look and see what I can find, and clear the faults is pretty much where I want to go to. All right, as you can see, it uses the battery from the vehicle to start it up. So in this case, it's already started. So pretty much what I'm going to do is actually start the vehicle and start hunting for the fault code, or there's probably no fault code there to hunt, and so I can actually clear the fault and see how it goes. So give me a sec, I'll turn on the vehicle and we'll go from there. Okay, press on the brake and then press the... Okay. That's actually running now. Let's have a look and see what it does. Okay, so this is the AD530. I'm just going to check on the battery. Let's just have a look and see what it's looking at. Okay, so current battery voltage with 15 volts with the ignition on. So it's telling me to turn it off. That's turned off at 13. So please turn ignition on. If I enter it, it tells me to turn the ignition on, which I'm going to do gladly. And that pretty much shows me the voltage of it when it was off, all this time actually. So 12.88, and at 12.88 it was stable, but still was a dip into 6 volts. When I turned it off, I guess that's mean some of the voltage was getting drawn through the system. So I'm happy with that. Pretty good. So let's look at ODB2 and see what it says. Actually going into it and having a look, everything about the codes, everything's good. Spark is good, I guess. I need to read what all this menu settings says about it. So ECU, I guess I can look at all the files for this vehicle, but I need the codes to go with it. So I don't have this code, so I'm going to exit that. And what's the setup? Language, the beeps, unit of measure, metric, recording, background feedback. Let's go into IM, sorry. And this is all the other equipment. The ones that are grayed out means it's doesn't apply to my vehicle. All that information is there. It's got some other information that I need to read about. It's got misfire monitoring, which I was looking at before, which I've cleared. Catalytic converter, all that information, the O2 sensor. Back again. Okay. ECU1, ECU2, I think mine's ECU1. I can read all the codes from that. Let's have a look. There we go, cylinder 4 misfire detected. So that's pretty much what happened. P0304. There you go. So this is the information that displayed regarding that. There was two information codes. Read that. So the engine light is still on, obviously, so I can erase the codes from that. Let's look at ECU2 and see what it shows. So mine is ECU1, so nothing showed up on that one. I actually can go down to the O2 sensor and see all this information. I can go see what it is. It's all passed, I guess. Okay, so that's information that I don't need. I want to see what data stream is. Oh, so it's going to give me a lot of information actually about this. Fuel system, calculator loads, engine coolant temperature. Let's have a look. Okay, I just want to see engine coolant temperature. 102 degrees. Very, very, very nice. I like this. What else can I have a look at as well? Oh, so the PDIs. These are all sensors actually. So short-term fuel trim, engine RPM. I can actually look at that. Let's look at that. Engine speed, timing, cylinder 1, air intake temperature. Let's have a look at that. So if I go back, so at the moment we're about 700 RPMs, and if I accelerate, there you go, 3000. There you go, and we're not moving, so the vehicle speed is 0. Ignition timing is also there, and it changes as I accelerate, and that's off throttle, that's on throttle, and off throttle at negative. Air intake's 31. Yeah, that's pretty cool actually. I like this. If I go back again, let's say yes. Okay, so it's a bit of an angle because I am using a mount, my RAM mount I use for my phone to do all this. You can see the engine light is still there. It's actually on. I've got my device here, which is also in the same screen, which is great. I'm actually going to press OK to ODB2 setup. If I scroll down, ECU1, let's look at the read codes again, and it should show that cylinder 4 as misfire. Okay, so it's P0304. So I should be able to, this is first time, I'm hoping this works. Ladies and gentlemen, erase code. Let's clear, erase emission related diagnostic information. Is that correct? Are you sure? I am sure. Please turn off, please turn ignition on with ignition off. Press any key to continue. Okay. So go, so put the ignition on with the engine off, and then press any key to continue, any key. Emission related diagnostic information has been cleared. Okay, all right. The engine light's still on, maybe? Let's see. Aha, there you go everyone. We've cleared the fault with that. I'm so happy with it. Look, there's no more fault as you can see on this vehicle. We've cleared it. It shows on here that it's not there anymore. I'm so super happy with that. Not that was doing my head in, but it was just a fault that was there sitting there ready to be cleared, which Mercedes would have done that for me. But you know, for $1,025 I was not going to take that step. So changing the spark plugs myself, 2 ignition coils, even though it was only 1 cylinder 4 that was playing up, I did that and spent only $205 or something like that. And plus this code reader, this diagnostic tool, ODB2, it helped me out, cleared the faults. The car's still running. It doesn't change anything with the ECU, mapping, fuel curves, air ratio. It just clears any fault and just has a look at the vehicle and tells you what's wrong with it. As you can see, it was quite simple. $82, can't go wrong. There's no batteries needed. It plugs into the ODB2 and uses the car's batteries to get the power with that. So, oh, what can I say? It's a pretty good tool. If you want to learn a bit of automotive and you want to save some money, I guess you can do this yourself, but you know, otherwise just take it to your dealership to get it serviced to do it properly. So I know a little bit about automotive, so I was able to do this myself and not have dramas with that. So hope you enjoyed this video. That's me out of here, and take care, be safe, and see you next time. Peace.